Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 3.
And that'll be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cooper.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is good.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Viking, 18. Viking.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Firing his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now Milton.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
An audible here to get a new look.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Go.
On 4th down, Milton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does those set up 3rd and manageable?
In every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable. Nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. This offense has converted in this spot twice already here in this 1st quarter. Now, can they convert again here on 4th down?
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Kevontae Turpin.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Nick Bonito.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here's Milton.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And average yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
19 Tiger, let's go.
Throwing is Milton. That's taken in by Franklin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 19-yard line.
79 Bronco, Bronco 80.
Milton. Able to get this one to McBride.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Sampson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
He'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Dylan Sampson
Taking it in from a yard out.
and the Browns are back within a score.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now it's second and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
It's fourth down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Nick Bonito. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Milton. Oh, he'll want that one back. incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now Zach's right back in the other direction. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up a throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he coughed it up. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 70. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Milton.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First and 10 at the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, Sampson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He'll get that complete to Franklin.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
70 Lions, 19, 18, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Milton. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Brian Robinson Jr.
as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Goes right back to McBride.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Nick Bonito
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun, Milton.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another Browns 1st down.
Ready?
1st down.
Ready.
Goal to go.
He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Here's Milton now to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Luntz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Cup 19.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll swing this out to Sampson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now a give right side. Sampson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now they'll change things up. Now Milton.
He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That third down conversion good for 23. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's going to have to hook up the Schwartz. Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
They'll look to throw again.
This one is complete to Jenkins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just chop this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Broncos 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Broncos first down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Dylan Sampson
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
35, Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The quick feet by Jackson.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.